Good late Saturday evening. I am certified meteorologist Nick Kelly checking in on the September 28th of 2019. What started out as a quiet Saturday across the area turned into a bit of a stormy afternoon with some strong and even severe thunderstorms to keep an eye on. Thankfully, we'll start the week ahead of us on a quiet note while we watch temperatures go from warm to, thankfully, quite a bit cooler as we proceed throughout the course of the week ahead. We'll break down what to expect as we roll along, but let's start with our time-lapse from Indigo Sky just outside of Seneca, Missouri. Skies over the casino and resort grounds were certainly mostly cloudy to start. Then we saw some afternoon sun, while luckily Seneca and the casino grounds also were able to dodge the thunderstorms that we saw pop up late this afternoon and evening. For Joplin, we had another warm afternoon after we saw highs pushing back to 90 degrees yesterday. We had overnight lows dropping back into the upper 60s to lower 70s, and then wishing no time going back into at least the middle to upper 80s for this afternoon. There is still a chance of a few showers and even a few thunderstorms lingering as we start the overnight, but we are thankfully done with any threat of strong to potentially severe thunderstorms. Again, we're going to start the week ahead of us on a warm note before we finally see a welcome cool down rolling in as we head toward the end of next week and as we finally get the first weekend of October underway. Hard to believe how fast time flies by nowadays. 7th and range line at 11:06 on the Saturday night, looking nice and calm. And again, the official numbers, certainly a warm one. After we started at 69 in downtown Joplin, we had an afternoon high of about 87. Keep in mind, on a normal late September day like this one, we should be starting in the mid-50s and topping out around 77 degrees. So we've got a ways to go before we're back to even anywhere near normal. And we are still looking warm late on the Saturday night, with Joplin Regional checking in at 77 at the 11 o'clock hour. Southeast breeze has finally lightened up a little bit at 10 miles per hour. It's still kind of muggy too, but the humidity still kind of high at 82% because of our dew point sitting at 71. This afternoon, before we saw the thunderstorms really take hold and continue throughout a good portion of the area, we had highs today back at least into the middle to upper 80s across the area. But if you got underneath these thunderstorms this afternoon, you saw temperatures drop off quite a bit, down to maybe as low as the upper 60s, but certainly back into the 70s. As we are calming things down at 11:07, we are seeing 69 degrees in Iowa and everybody else sitting mainly in the lower to middle 70s. We'll continue to see these temperatures drop off at least a little bit more as we hold on to mostly cloudy skies throughout the course of the night. And again, the chance for a stray shower or two, even a couple of random thunderstorms. But the Skywatch Storm Tracker has seen quite a turnaround. After our quiet start this morning, we had to keep our eye on a good deal of scattered thunderstorms that started out in southeast Kansas, but they managed to migrate into our corner of southwestern Missouri. And at times, these storms have been severe for the most part, with 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and $1.25 size hail. But a couple of times we did have some areas of rotation that actually did lead to a tornado warning late this evening for northwestern parts of Barton County. Thankfully, though, the Skywatch Storm Tracker shows most, if not all, the action out of our neck of the woods. We still, again, have some little showers, even a couple of thunderstorms, still trying to hold on, but we're going to gravitate toward a quiet start to your Sunday morning as we proceed through the rest of the night. If you didn't see any of the severe weather, though, the other problem was just more rain that we kind of don't need. For some of you that already had saturated ground, you had some rain amounts averaging just over half an inch, some spots seeing a little bit more than that, and that has led to flood warnings for a good portion of Neosho County and Labette County until 6:15 going into Sunday morning, and for parts of Allen County to take you into 5:30 as we go into your Sunday morning. So we are thankfully seeing our setup calm down on the Skywatch Storm Tracker, and rightfully so, because our stationary front that helps serve as the focal point for the thunderstorms today, it's going to be shooting back off to the north as we go throughout your Sunday, and even as early as the overnight hours. And on top of that, we'll have this upper-level ridge regain control of our skies and keep things quiet and warm as we start the week out. This little wave, the same wave that was actually sitting and stuck in the desert southwest for most of this week, that's finally on the move. Then this upper low, the same upper low, bringing in colder air, certainly causing some early winter weather in parts of the northern Rockies, especially in Montana. That will certainly be a player for us as we head toward the end of the coming week. For the rest of the night, though, the thunderstorms are pretty much out of here. Still want to hold on to a slight chance for a few showers and maybe a random storm up until about sunrise. Then I think we'll start with mostly cloudy skies in the morning. And thankfully, we'll gravitate toward a partly sunny day and keep things quiet as we wrap up the weekend on your Sunday. Despite all the cloud cover, though, that won't stop temperatures from warming up as we see skies turn partly sunny and that south breeze kick back in. We will see, as a result of that, afternoon highs going right back up. So we'll start at 73 in the morning. Again, maybe a stray shower or two still trying to hold on. We'll go 83 by noon with that south breeze picking up at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Then we'll see afternoon highs topping out around 87. Thankfully, we keep things quiet underneath partly clouded and mostly clear skies as we venture through Sunday night and into Monday morning. And the new work week and school week for the kids, it will be a warm start with afternoon highs back into the upper 80s. I think most of us around 88 for your Monday, all because of this upper ridge staying in control, while that front and this upper low remains just to the north. This is going to stay the same as we head through your Tuesday, so this will ensure a warm start to the week overall. However, as we go into Wednesday, we lose control of that upper level ridge. That vigorous upper low starts to push that front back into the picture. So we'll have rain and thunderstorm chances back in for Wednesday, carrying us through Thursday. And then once we start clearing things out on Friday, we're looking at a great start to the weekend ahead with milder, more fall-like air returning as a result of that. Let me show you what I mean with the 7-day forecast. We'll be in the upper 80s for tomorrow, Monday, and Tuesday, generally around 87, 88 degrees. Then, once we see the storm chances work back in for Wednesday and Thursday, we'll see afternoon highs going from the middle to upper 80s on Wednesday to 72. Thursday and Friday, looking pretty good for Friday afternoon and for the football games at first glimpse, and especially by next Saturday. By that time, we'll have morning lows back in the middle to upper 50s and afternoon highs again, lower to middle 70s. We'll be welcoming that with open arms once we get past our warm start to the week. Have a good night. Have a great Sunday.